Welcome to Ranger Things. We're recording on Sunday, April 19th, 2026. I'm Carlo Montagnino, and I'm joined by Brendan Lyons.
Hey there.
And Dave Pacheco.
Happy 420 Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Visit patreon.com/Ranger Things Podcast, rangerthingspodcast.com. Join the Wolf Pack. You can also follow us on Twitter, Ranger Things 23. Email us your questions and comments to be read on the show. Contact at rangerthingspodcast.com. We're available on your favorite service, or rate and review the show. Let's get into it. Fellas, the season's officially over.
It's over, Charlie.
I mean, the Rangers season was over a while ago, but the NHL regular season is done. And I could not be happier.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Because one, there's no Rangers hockey to either not watch or feel bad about not watching, or maybe even accidentally watch. Don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm free from viewing hockey unless I want to do it out of joy and
curiosity.
Like I could do it if I want to like it, if I want to have a good time, and only then. But I think we're gonna recap some of the Rangers problems this year. We're going to do our predictions. We're going to go over our predictions. I tallied the score. It's interesting results here, folks. Not as bad as we thought, but pretty terrible.
Pretty terrible all around. Yeah.
And then, then we got some other stuff. So what do you guys want to do first? You want to?
I'm really curious to see how awfully we predicted things.
Okay,
as far as the two early predictions that we did or whatever.
All right, so let's do that first. All right. I'm not going to share my screen just yet because I don't want to ruin the tension. I want to roll out the answers. We'll show it at the end so everyone can get a screenshot if they want it. But yeah, we'll just go through. We'll go through that. So the way this works, folks, is each one of us is assigned a division in the league, and we all get to pick for the Metro. What we are tasked with is predicting, or before the season starts, well before the season starts, the top four teams. This has nothing to do with playoffs. It's just a 1 through 4 in each division. If you get it correct, if you get first place, that your prediction for first place actually finishes in first place, you get 2 points. If one of your predictions is somewhere else in the top 4, you get 1 point. So we do that for our assigned division and for the Metro. Those points are totaled, and that's how you decide the winner. Okay. We added a challenge wrinkle this past time, which was needlessly complicated. But we all lost those challenges, so I'm just gonna not even address them any further.
All right, good. That's fine. It's a failed experiment that's left.
No, I mean it made for good banter when we're doing it, but I don't want to have to explain it all and do the math today.
That's crazy, and especially if nothing really matters.
Nothing. If someone hit it, sure. Okay, let's. Who wants to go for? Actually, I went through this earlier, so I know the flow, which way we're doing this. Why we're gonna ask you who to start. Dave, you were given the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
Your top 4 predictions. Now, I have to say the East really fucked everybody. The whole conference fucked everybody.
The shit went upside down, didn't it? Right.
And Dave, you are no exception.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Predicted from 1 through 4, Florida, Toronto, Ottawa, and Tampa Bay. And not for nothing, those were great picks at the time. The actual was Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Montreal, and Boston, getting you 1 point from the Atlantic Division.
Sick.
So that's that. I feel for you there. Your Metro picks, if I look at this, you had the best of the group. You had Carolina, Columbus, Washington, and the Rangers. The actual was Carolina, so you got 2 points for that. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Washington. So you got a point for that. So you had 3 points in the Metro, giving you a total, for those of you who don't know math, of 4 points. That's
nice. Good job, Dave.
Well done. I had the Central Division. A little bit more stable. Still some surprises there. I came in with Winnipeg, Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota. Kind of taking a chance with Winnipeg there. They obviously had a pretty bad season. The actuals were Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, and Utah. So I got 3 points. In the Metro, I had Carolina, Rangers, Devils, Columbus. So I got the 2 points for Carolina because the actual was, as we know, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Washington. So I have a grand total of 5 points.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Brendan, you had the Pacific.
I did.
And I will say you had the best number here. In the division. You had Vegas, Los Angeles, Edmonton, and San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
The actual was Vegas, Edmonton, Anaheim, and LA. You got 2 points for Vegas, 1 for LA, 1 for Edmonton, and 0 for San Jose. But you picked Anaheim, so it was a toss-up, right? You were pretty close. You got 4 points there.
Nice.
And then your Metro picks, you picked the Rangers to win the President's Trophy. That's one
I stand by that. I stand by
that. Followed by Carolina, New Jersey, and Pittsburgh. You got points for Carolina and Pittsburgh. So 2 points there. Grand total for you is 6. So, Brendan, you've won this year's way too early predictions.
While selecting the Rangers to win the President's Trophy, I somehow managed to win.
While doing that, it's remarkable. That's our third one. We've each now won once.
How about it?
That's pretty good.
That's what they call parity in the league.
Yeah, there's parity in this league. What I forget what was on the line.
Nobody knows. Nobody ever knows.
Was it the steak dinner?
There have been so many steak dinners
that never happened.
Let me look into this.
At least 3 steak dinners, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have to listen to the episode. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, congratulations, Brendan.
Thank you, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to your adoring fans?
Stick with me, guys. Obviously, I've got a knack for this stuff. I know where the smart money goes. You know what I mean? I'm going to try something a little different next year with my way too early prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm going to make it right now. The Rangers are going to finish dead last in the East next year.
Okay.
Hopefully, my too early prediction has the same accuracy next year as it did this year. I'm gonna give that a try.
I'm not gonna put that down. I'm not gonna hold you to that. But fans will hold you to it. Okay. So that was that. That was good.
All right, let's land the plane.
Let's talk the end of the season, right? Before we get into the post-mortem or the what went wrong or what could have happened, blah blah blah. Let's talk about realities here. Rangers finished 3rd from last. They guaranteed themselves a top 5 pick in the draft. Yep. They have other draft picks. Let me pull that up now. So, I mean, this is encouraging for the Rangers. They have quite a few draft picks. I'll share my screen here.
While you do that, I will say I'm not super excited about the potential draft picks because I know that however many valuable players there are in this draft, like if this is a 3-player draft, the Rangers will pick 4th. If this is a 4th-player draft, the Rangers will pick 5th. That's the way this is going to go.
Possibly. I think it's, from what I'm reading, it's like a 4 or 5 player draft. Like we might get someone with good value here.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about Manny Malhotra's kid.
Yes. Which is probably the solid number 5 pick.
So yeah.
Put
his jersey in the cart.
I haven't heard shit.
You haven't?
No, I haven't heard anything about Malhotra's kid. I'm so detached from like, young players like being drafted and stuff like that. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, good. Just like Chris Drury.
Exactly. So, I can't be any worse with my predictions.
You are a true fan. You're embodying the front office.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at this year's draft picks. We have our first round, which will be top 5. Pretty good. We have Carolina's first round. We have Carolina's second round. We have 4 third-round picks. We're not going to get the condition for the Kings to become a second round. It's just not going to happen. We don't have a 4th round, and then we have a 5, 2, 6, and 1, 7. Whatever. I'm really excited about that 3rd round because what the Rangers do find value deep in the draft. Like that's one thing we actually do well. Will they be NHL ready? No. Will they ever make the team? Probably not. But at least you can get someone like you have better odds at one of those guys hitting the team because the Rangers do well in the late rounds.
Yeah. I'll concede that.
So this might be a fun draft. There was something else we had to talk about with this. I forget. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless the Rangers pick in the top 3.
And you're saying Malhotra's kid's gonna be in the top 5?
It looks like he'll go 5th or 6th.
Let's take a look at the draft rankings. How about that? Go to elite prospects.
Malhotra's like 45 years old.
Is he?
This is the way it's going to go down, Dave. Either the Rangers are going to get McKenna or they're going to get Malhotra's kid. That's
Caleb Malhotra.
All right, I gotta make this bigger here. Okay. So, what is this? What am I looking at here? I just pulled it up. Caleb Malhotra is there.
What am I
looking at here?
Who the fuck are these people?
I have no idea. What am I looking at? I just pulled this up. I don't know what this means. Where is our friend
Wyatt Cullen?
This can't be right. Who are these people at the top?
No idea. Consolidated rankings top 100. Let's just do that.
There we go.
All right. This is what we want. There we go. Okay.
The filter button, really. You just...
Yeah, it's just...
that's all we had to do.
All right. McKenna, Stenberg. I don't know enough about Keaton Verhoef. Don't know. I don't know much about these. Listen, this is futile discussion, but it's just seeing where we can actually end up. While Malhotra's here at 13 in the rankings, I think he's talented enough where you wouldn't feel bad taking him at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Tynan Lawrence. He is a Boston U guy.
That's true.
You know, there's precedent.
And we need a center, you're saying.
We need everything, Dave. We need everything.
But what's the identity now of the Rangers looking at what we have had at the prospects at the end of the season, come up and play. What is the
Yeah,
personnel you need to equip with this team in order to make it succeed in where it is now and where you want it to go, I should say.
My first guess, and I've thought about this for a bit, is good players.
Oh fuck yeah.
yeah.
In
So-
any position, like just
To-
good players.
Yeah. To try to answer
yeah.
both of your questions, Dave, I would say for identity, what I think their identity is now is really bad hockey team that anybody could beat. And then like Carlos said, the goal would be to get a good hockey player for every single position. Except for goalie.
Just when I thought we couldn't get any better as a podcast on our hockey analysis for the Rangers, like it's fucking stunning. Like you guys are on
No.
point with that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
It's just
I'm glad
Yeah,
someone sees it.
I appreciate it. The thing is that they're just a really, really bad hockey team with no hope for being good.
Jesus Christ. I respectfully disagree. I don't think I have such a dour outlook on the Rangers' future. And
I think next season's gonna suck.
yeah, it's gonna suck, but like whatever. Like I don't think it's fucking.
I mean,
we're
they'll
not in
get
the
better at
seventh
some point.
layer in hell or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Drury really only has like 2 seasons left. Like if two swings at this, right? Like he's not gonna win a cup in 2 seasons, but he's got to show progress. That's like his leash is 2 seasons. Like if you can't show progress or at least the promise of progress within 2 years, he's done.
Right.
And I just don't see him sticking around much longer. Where like since he's been GM, yeah, we've had some success very early on as we work our way out of the previous administration's roster, and now it's fully Drury, and it sucks. So I mean, and that's actually a great. Dave, you're the king. You're the king of segues. That's a great segue into what we should be talking about now.
Oh shit! Look at that.
And that's the the post-mortem. What went wrong here? Dave, since you're the optimist, I'm going to put you up first here.
Okay.
Top of mind, headline thinking. What went wrong this season for the Rangers?
I think it is a lack of identity. I think. I mean, is it one thing? No, it never is, right? It never is.
Well,
And
craft the BuzzFeed tweet headline. It could be everything, but what's your headline here for the what went wrong? What's your clickbait headline? What are you going to say right now that's going to make me want to double click in on it and then get you to explain it in more detail?
I feel like Brendan Fraser's character in Airheads when Joe Mantegna is putting him on the spot to tell him what his message is to the world when he takes over the radio station. But
Johnny can't read. Johnny can't write.
Pip, put the hog away. So clickbait. Oh God. Identity crisis. I'll just say that identity crisis in every sense of the word, from the front office, down to the coaching staff. I mean, I think the coaches know what they wanted to do, and I think the player personnel was not cooperative. At least the holdout with the looming Panarin thing. Like that's it. Everything was just it's such a statement of uncertainty for like a lot of players and a lot of different things going on in the lineup. So it was just, I think it was that. It was just like, just chaos. Nothing but chaos. Dancing Larry, possibly sexually assaulting people. It's bedlam.
Yeah, that's a long headline. That's good though. Okay.
No, that was the whole thing. But the whole thing is just like, what did I say first? It's identity crisis.
Yeah, identity crisis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
So-
just explaining why I would say identity.
Yeah, no,
crisis.
I'm being a dick. What? So, yeah, I think identity. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that identity is a big issue here because they bring in JT Miller to set an identity,
Right.
and maybe Drury thought he was doing a good job with the personnel to help establish it, but it really didn't. The roster didn't really seem to ever take any shape, and then I think the bad the injuries early on, the bad stretch at home early on, it just nothing ever took. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, Brendan, do you have what's your headline for what went wrong this season?
I think the biggest. All right. My BuzzFeed headline would be, if inconsistency were a sport, this team would be 82-0.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that is their biggest issue, is inconsistency. They don't play well as a team. They don't like the system. Oh, here's another one. Here's another BuzzFeed headline. The system is working perfectly according to the system.
There we go. You're good at this.
They don't seem to pick up any traction at all. Like, they'll beat a team 8-1, and then 2 days later, it's like they've all just met for the first time this afternoon. They've never played hockey together. There is no consistency on this team. And that's from the GM to the coaching staff to the players. They can't seem to find momentum.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, it's, as I'm listening to you guys, admittedly, I'm helping create my own headline for this. I did not prepare.
Momenta tracks for hockey teams allergic to momentum.
I think, you're absolutely right. Like this, and again, there was a lot going on early in the season that caused this or helped us out. And I think if I'm looking at the season as a whole, and I'm looking, they were good after the trade deadline. They were actually a good team.
Yeah.
They played pretty well, and then that they got good results. They would have, if they did the PWHL drafting, like draft position,
the gold
plan or something, like the gold system.
Yeah.
The Rangers would have the number 1 draft pick because they had the most points since post elimination.
I like that.
Which I think we should be doing that in the NHL, right? Like, then you avoid tanking. In any case, they were a pretty good team. They had flaws. Every team does, and I wouldn't say they would do well in the playoffs or even make the playoffs with the way they played after the deadline, but they were way better than what they were. That's the end of the season.
Yeah.
The beginning of the season, they looked kind of okay, but they had Miller out for a big chunk. They had Trocheck out for 15 games. They had a lot of things going on where they couldn't really cement their identity according to their plan. Then you had a new coach. It was just tough to get going, right? There's no momentum, no identity. Couldn't be established. Then everyone's healthy, and they are just ass. Pure ass. So if you have an excuse for the poor beginning of the season and you have pretty good execution at the end of the season, that chunk in the middle is where the problem lies. And obviously that problem went away. My headline. The bread is stale.
Ooh.
Artemi
Ooh.
Panarin is locker room cancer. That's what I'll say. That's my
We've discussed money. I'm
moldy
not
bread.
moldy bread. No, but and you know that's a sensationalist take. I don't actually think he's the problem, but look at the results of what happened, right? Like what we've been asking for two full seasons in playing the youth, seeing how they develop, and they develop. Like we see we know what we have now. We have the best AHL team in the league, right? On our NHL roster,
Right.
But that's good because they'll just play more games and get better. And that was created in the vacuum of Panarin leaving. So
yeah, the vacuum of Panarin leaving and Kreider leaving,
mm-hmm.
and the injuries that you talked about earlier. You know, if development is the goal, then the Rangers are seated pretty well because they have veterans that are good, but not quite good enough to logjam young players. Like Panarin is too good to play Adam Sikora over, over. Whereas JT Miller is not.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too, and a reason why I'm grateful. So it is like an addition by subtraction, because you moved a couple guys and got some assets in return, and some NHL ready players in return. You have six of all the people you've traded this season. You have six people younger players in these positions. You have Cartier at 24 years old. You have Perot at 20. You have Laba at 22, Mellarch, whatever,
Melarsh.
Melarsh. All right, there you go. 22.
Melarsh.
Sikora 21, and you have Fortescue at 20 years old, and you have Robertson playing in consistent minutes, and he's looking like a pro, like he belongs. You know, so that's seven players right there.
And then
that we are
and
wow.
Garand. He's in the goalie positions. That's tough, but with Quick retiring, Garand is the obvious choice.
He played well the other night. Garand played really well the other night.
His first game was tough, but he was hung out to dry a bit. But he played really well the other night for sure. I don't know. I think the future is brighter than maybe we would have said 2 months ago.
This is going to be an interesting offseason.
Yeah.
The big question in this offseason is, can Chris Drury look, I'm not saying I'm not going to ask whether or not Chris Drury could turn this team into a contender, because he can't. And Chris Drury, there's just no way. The personnel isn't available. Even if we have the money, so even if he could, they're not available for the signing.
Mm-hmm.
Can Chris Drury turn this into a fun and exciting hockey team? That's the question.
Yeah, and I think we have that now, right? We have enough kids that are ready to go.
Right. Can he turn the next year's Rangers into the 23-24 Montreal Canadiens?
Right.
Where they're fun, it's going to be a suspenseful game every game. I'd be happy with that. I just want to enjoy watching the Rangers again.
Yeah. Win or lose.
Yeah.
What do we do with Trocheck? I know we want to trade him, and I know the return is going to be. We've discussed this a lot, but the more time goes on, I think the need to trade him diminishes. We don't really have the replacement at center.
That's really interesting. I think somebody said that. One of these people, these talking heads.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Is it you?
Let me ask you.
Do you say it?
Let me ask both of you a sincere question.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me true. Tell me one true benefit for keeping Vincent Trocheck, considering the position this team will be in next season.
First of all, I'm not arguing to keep.
I know.
I'm just saying that it's the reality of that happening is increasing. Like, it's more and more likely.
This team, in my opinion, go ahead.
Yeah, I think there is a benefit of keeping him around is locker room related. Like he's a good guy in the room. He's best friends supposedly with JT Miller. He's got the respect of a lot of guys. He is a good player. He's not a world beater, but he's good and cheap. He's extremely affordable. He's not going to, and then if his contract's up, we can move on. We don't have to worry about re-signing him for a lot. That's a handful of good things, good reasons to keep him. But again, it's not, the worst part of it is like that's one less center we can bring in, young center we could bring in, right?
Can you guys give me a list of 5 available centers or that are out there that are feasible to get?
No, they don't exist.
Right,
we can't. We'd have to bring in. We'd have to promote somebody to that spot,
which we don't even have yet. Because pretty much, I think most, if not all, the young guys that we had that we need to bring up are up. That that are game ready. That are filling the void, and they've actually now they have NHL time under their belt together. So, unless you land the number 1 pick in the draft this year, who's supposed to be a fucking stud, then are you really? Do you really have the space? Do you really need to fill it?
Right. I mean, we do have. I mean, we don't even have centers in Hartford that we could bring up, like Rubric, maybe.
And again, it's like you still have the option of, okay, the Rangers are not in the playoff race this coming season, right? Another team that's making a push needs a fucking center. Trocheck is still available.
Yeah, I mean, again, I definitely am not in a rush to move. I think the smart play would be to keep Trocheck around and then trade him when it's right, and not just try to get rid of him right away.
He's just a logjam. Then the Rangers need 1 center.
Mm-hmm.
1. That's it. If you get rid of Trocheck, the Rangers need 1 center. And that center can come in the form of a top 5 draft pick. It could be a prospect that we get back in a trade.
Mm-hmm.
For this team, Johnny Brodzinski could be the 4th line center. Noah Laba can be the 3rd line center. Mika Zibanejad could be the top line center. We just need a young 2nd line center. And I'm not interested in keeping a guy because he's JT Miller's best friend when JT Miller is going to play a max of 25 games next year.
You think so?
JT Miller is never going to play a full season for the Rangers.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm with you. I'm not arguing to keep him. I just think that his value. Well, the value we can get is low now in this offseason. Lower.
The value is never going to be as high as it would have been at the last trade deadline. But at the next, it's going to get lower the longer we wait. His value next deadline is not going to be higher than it will be in the offseason. It's just going to continue to get lower because he will continue to get older and he will continue to play awful hockey for the Rangers.
No. But it's also not hindering the Rangers because there is nobody behind him. There's nobody behind him for that position. There's nobody.
Just because something isn't hurting us doesn't mean it's helping us.
Drop him down to the 4th line. If anything, you just drop him lower. You bring Laba up to 2nd.
But then you don't learn anything, Dave. You don't learn anything.
What are you talking about? Nobody learns anything.
Yes, when you introduce a young hockey player into a role with some impact, you learn what you have in that player.
What center do we have currently to bring up next season? Right now.
But that person doesn't have to be on the team right now. We could get that person in return for Vincent Trocheck. We can get that person in the draft.
I'm not.
We
I
learn
don't get it.
nothing.
He's worth more next trade deadline than he is at this draft. I'll give you that. But it's not gonna like his value is gonna diminish overnight. Yes, we couldn't get it. We could have got more, but apparently the deals weren't there. The deals weren't there.
So what makes you think next year they will be?
I don't know. If it doesn't, it's really not that big of a problem because we don't have anybody to fill. Who else are we gonna? What are we gonna trade for? What other center you think another team is gonna give up for Vincent Trocheck? Swapping centers. Nothing's gonna make sense.
What I'm saying, Dave, is when considering that the team has a less than 0% chance of actually being a competitive playoff team, next season is already over. All we stand to benefit from next season is learning whether or not young hockey players can play in the NHL. And you want to maximize the amount of young hockey players you learn things about. I agree that keeping Vincent Trocheck doesn't hurt us, but something not hurting us doesn't mean it's helping us in any way.
Well, you don't think that it might be important for, like we said, the JT Miller Trocheck connection, the identity process, what you're trying to instill with them would work better if you split them up and don't have two leaders in the locker room pushing an idea, a value, a core system into the Rangers, with all these young kids coming up. I think that would work better than not.
If you can give me a single example of JT Miller and Vincent Trocheck's friendship in the locker room having a positive impact on this team over the last season and a quarter, then I will concede entirely.
You can't even.
I will concede this argument entirely.
This season was pure chaos up and down the line. That's been evident the entire year. We just discussed that in the opening of the show. So we know that it's been a shit show, but what was the thing? One of the main things that we figured out. Oh, you remove this from the equation and a lot of things settle down. So let's see what we have with what the small sample size we saw at the end of the season post trade deadline. Let's give that a whirl since the expectations are low anyways. So these kids can play a little bit more freer hockey. Maybe the system can be a little bit looser and more adaptive as the season goes on, as the team grows. And then I don't know. Let's see what happens.
And
we haven't done that. We haven't given kids time to just develop. So instead of just going to make moves for the sake of making moves to bring in younger talent, let's see what we could do with the younger talent that we have already.
And we think that keeping a 34-year-old third line center is conducive to an adaptive system.
It couldn't hurt. You need some old heads. You need some old heads in there.
We've got so many of them.
You have three of them. Him, Zibanejad, and JT Miller.
And Gavrikov. And Fox.
Gavrikov is 30, and he's a defenseman. He signed
but he's still a voice in the room.
He's not going anywhere.
Gavrikov's a veteran. Fox is a veteran. Igor is a veteran. Miller is a veteran. Zibanejad is a veteran. Radish is a veteran. We've got...
how many of them played on the USA Gold team?
Who gives a fuck?
Wait. Hold on. Does Trocheck drink milk?
Who cares?
That's a good take.
That take is so lame that my camera gave up. Even my camera was like, bleh.
No, I mean, Dave, I know you're fighting for Trocheck to stay on the team. I agree in a sense where it's not the end of the world if we don't move him this offseason. I do think we should move him though. I still think that like he should we should get rid of him. There's nothing gained in him staying. There's just nothing lost in him staying.
Right.
Because we don't have that center to go into that spot. We could acquire that center through any number of ways, but maybe there's other priorities that we need to take care of before that center. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd say probably we're too early in the process to start plugging positional holes. So if Parsonen gets back on the roster and plays center on the fourth line, cool. Whatever. Gavrikov was mentioned. There was it Elliot Friedman? He reported that Gavrikov is seemingly upset after the Panarin trade.
Yeah, is he?
That's what was reported. Do we think he gets over this and continues to be a good defenseman for the Rangers?
I do. Gavrikov's a professional.
Yeah, why not? Like, he might be a little upset, like, oh man, that's my buddy, my comrade, or whatever. Fuck. But like, it's like, okay, it seems like they weren't teammates beforehand.
Right.
They were teammates for like 3/4 of a season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I mean, I know the Russians, they like to play together. For a lot of reasons. I think there's cultural stuff, there's language, obviously. And I don't know if Shesterkin is he seems like a pretty cool, funny guy, but he's a goalie, so he's a head case. So Gavrikov might be feeling a little bit lonely, not having fellow countrymen on the roster. Or maybe they were just friends. I don't know. Maybe they were actually good buddies. I have no idea about their relationship. Yeah.
I don't think he's a professional. I don't think it's gonna affect him. I think it's just kind of just like, oh, I noticed that he was just a little chuffed for whatever reason. It could have been because of the, just the state of the play of the Rangers throughout this year anyways, because he thought he was coming into a contender.
Right. That's probably what it is. Like, oh yeah, us trading Panarin is
right.
the nail in the coffin for the rest of my career.
It's like, fuck. I'm gonna wait how many years until this team can actually fucking play? Oh, great.
Yeah, and he signed until he's 35. So,
yeah,
at a pretty good contract, $7 million.
Yeah, it's a very good contract.
There's one other roster player that I want to talk about. That's Lafreniere. We're noted Lafreniere Glazers here on this podcast.
He looked good the last 10 games of the season, man. He's looking good.
He was over a point a game since the Panarin deal.
That's weird. He's kind of fucking weird.
I think he's tied his career high in points. And it's really just because he got more minutes. Like, we knew this. Everyone knew this. The logjam. I mean, that's a real thing. That's what it was. We had to get rid of the old people. So yeah, sorry, Trocheck. Wait, Dave, did you recently buy a Trocheck jersey? Is that why?
That's what this is all about.
Is that why you wanted to stick around and get an extra season?
Yeah, they had it on sale at Cosby's.
Because Dave's Trocheck argument and his Panarin argument contradict each other.
I don't think so. I don't think it does. The price is
Dave,
right. The price is right.
Dave,
you're locked in with Trocheck, and you can trade him. And he's not. You don't have a limited amount of teams you can trade him to.
But Dave, you just argued. First of all, there are a limited amount of teams. He's got a no trade list. You just argued.
It's not like a Panarin thing where he's got.
Right. Agreed. But you just argued that Lafreniere played better hockey because there wasn't a veteran in front of him anymore.
Lafreniere is not a center.
There's
nobody behind Trocheck. You leave him on have him run the power play too. Have him run PK1. Yeah, whoever. But like, have Trocheck have his role. He'll have his role as a PK1 center.
He just
As a
sits on the
power play
bench
two
until they're on the
center.
penalty kill.
No, but he's a hardworking center. He's a good player
Yeah,
to have.
Yeah,
He's
we're
a
definitely
good
not
problem to
arguing
have.
his
Nobody's
actual value.
arguing his actual value, but his value is
Whose time is he
diminished.
taking away from? Tell me right now, whose time is he taking away from?
That's not a question that needs to be answered. That question can be answered between now and opening night. The fact remains is that as long as Vincent Trocheck is one of the top 4 centers on this team, somebody else that we don't know anything about cannot be. We know everything there is to know about Vincent Trocheck, and we also know that no matter how good he is or isn't, this team is bad with him on it. And that doesn't have to be because of him. We know what the Rangers look like with Vincent Trocheck. They're bad. Let's see what they look like with somebody else. And at this point, I would say this about him, Miller, Zibanejad. The only difference is that we can move off of Trocheck. If we could move off of all 3 of them, I'd want us to move off of all 3 of them. He's the only one we can move off of. So that's our only opportunity to inject fresh blood into this team.
I'm sick of this witch hunt against
It's
Trocheck.
not a witch hunt.
No, it is. There's a lot of slanderous accusations being thrown around.
Like what? Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's move on because this has been a great week for New York sports fans.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There's another curse.
Oh,
Oh, no.
boy.
Dave, your Metsies
Oh God,
have
yeah,
been
terrible.
0-11 ever since Mrs. Met hugged Mayor Mamdani.
Oh, no.
The curse of Mamdani. The Mets will never win again.
I don't know. I don't care though because that motherfucker's he's paving streets and potholes, bro. It's fucking great. I love this guy.
Bro, I saw on the news today that he's putting them new fucking garbage things all over the city.
Are those the ones
Have
that
you
go
s-
underground where they can just?
No. I think they have them in, I think they use
In the
them
Netherlands.
in the Netherlands and in France. They're these big garbage cans, like big garbage bins
Mhm.
that buildings could throw their garbage bags into instead of leaving them out on the curb.
Oh,
And in the neighborhoods that piloted them, there has been like a 60% reduction in rats.
Oh.
Whoa.
Are you saying if you clean up garbage, the rats will go away? That's
Yes.
fucking crazy.
Well, see, what Mamdani, he's too inexperienced. He doesn't understand that we need the rats to supply the restaurants with food to offer.
What he also doesn't understand is we need the rats to teach the turtles karate. Because if there are no rats to teach the turtles karate, well, you know what? Maybe when the rats are gone, we will finally get to join the Foot Clan.
Oh, hell
Honey,
yeah.
I'm moving back to New York.
The Foot Clan will finally get the shine that they have always deserved.
So you say
Thanks, Mamdani.
Mom Donnie's working for the shredder?
Bro, how
Mamdani
sick would
is
that
the
be?
shredder.
Bro, can you imagine if we
Oh,
found
yeah.
out fucking Mamdani was the shredder?
Oh, that'd be fucking sick, dude. That'd be so
Bro.
good.
How just know in your heart right now that we're be 40-year-old Foot Clan members.
Oh
And
man.
not even
How cool is that going to be for all those kids that we get to bring up under our tutelage?
Yeah,
Bro,
we're
we're
smoking
gonna
cigarettes
teach-
around these like 8-year-old kids playing.
teaching them
Hell
how to play fucking pinball and pool,
Mm-hmm.
smacking the side of jukeboxes.
yeah. Falling off of skateboards when you're just trying to stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be sick, boys.
This is how you roll up your sleeves. Don't do it that way.
You heard that, New York? Join the fucking Foot Clan.
Make New York shred again, Mom Donnie.
Yo, this Mom
That's
Donnie
actually a
not bad.
fucking. That's actually a sick tagline.
Join the Foot Clan today. Mom Donnie wants you.
Dude. Speaking of stuff like that, did you guys see the trailer for the new Street Fighter movie?
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be
I
cool.
think the casting was done really well.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good mixture of like wrestlers and like comedians and whatnot. And I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be schlocky shit or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm here.
But that's what I want, because like the Street Fighter anime was like too serious.
Yeah,
I loved it though. I still loved it.
It's so good. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
But then the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie was like it was fine, but it was stupid.
you watch your
Yeah.
fucking mouth.
It was subjectively
listen,
bad.
It
Raul
was-
Julia was the best part of it.
Oh yeah, but it had nothing to do with Street Fighter. It was just like it was kind of stupid.
Right.
This one is just gonna be this new one. Seems like it's just gonna be a video game on screen. Great.
How-
What drives me insane though, the only little thing that bothers me about this new movie is Guile's hair. They made zero effort to make his pompadour flat top look natural.
Yeah.
They just put
yeah.
a SpongeBob costume on his head.
You know what else I didn't like about the trailer? They only gave us like 0.3 seconds of Blanca at the very end.
Yeah, but that's
Unless they're
I mean,
saving that. They're saving it.
But like Blanca, Blanca's cool in theory, right? Like no one ever used Blanca. Like he was never like someone's
Yeah.
main guy, unless you are trying to piss off the buddy you're playing with so you can keep electrocuting him.
Yeah.
No one ever
I mean-
really was a Blanca user.
Speaking of video game movies, I am also excited for the sequel to the Mortal Kombat reboot.
That looks really good.
Yes.
Yeah, that last Mortal Kombat movie was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of that. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about the new character. Just, not that I'm a purist per se, but it's easier to identify with like, oh, I know this. I know this
Yeah.
IP thing. I know
Yeah.
Noob Saibot.
Yeah. But I love that they saved Johnny Cage for the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I
I love
Carl Urban.
Yeah, I love that they casted him for Johnny Cage. That's gonna be fucking. He makes such a good Johnny Cage.
What I don't like about all of the Mortal Kombat, movies, I never saw Johnny Cage as a main guy. It was always like Liu Kang's game and Scorpion's Sub-Zero's kind of like 2A and 2B as like the stars of the game, right?
But they're not American. We're
Yeah.
Right, but it's
like,
you.
we're in Amer-
I
it's
guess it has to
marketed
be.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
why.
but like when for the movies, I suppose. But like, it's like
Well, just think about the Van Damme Street Fighter movie. He played an American. He's not. He's Belgian, but whatever.
well, Guile
They made
did
Street
seem
Fighter
like a
about-
main character in Street Fighter, though. Like in the
no,
game,
but it's Ryu and Ken's story.
Yeah.
yeah. That's true.
Either way, I'm excited for it. I'm also excited for the fucking He-Man movie. That shit's gonna be bonkers.
I don't know if I can watch that in the theater. Like I
Why?
don't know. Or maybe that's the type of shit I should watch because it's just fucking lasers and CGI.
Hell
bullshit
yeah,
in
bro.
your face.
That's what
That's
theaters are for.
that's
Yeah.
the type of popcorn movie you need to watch in the theater. Like that's the type of movie you got to go see in IMAX.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Like I saw the Robert Pattinson Batman movie like in 4DX where it had fucking like mist shooting and fucking the seats were shaking and fucking moving back and forth and up and down and shit like that. And it was fucking crazy. It was like one of those Universal rides when you're a kid.
Is that distracting? I've never been to 4DX.
The first few times because I didn't know what the fuck was like what to expect as my first
Mhm.
time, but like I was just like I was by myself. It was like I think Tish was like, oh, she's spending a night out with her friends or something like that. So I was like, or she was away. She was away in like Texas or something. And so I was like, oh, okay. I went to like a 11:30 movie by myself at the old theater on Forest Avenue, and sat down. I went to 7-Eleven. I got some energy drinks. I got some like bullshit, and I was like, all right. I sat down and last row. I was like 8 other people in the theater, and it's just fucking. I was like, all right, I just bought in. After the first couple times, I was like, all right, I got used to it. Just boom, that's it, locked in. And I was like, yo, this is a lot of fucking fun. Like
Yeah, it
car
was
chases
better. So it
felt
was a
fucking
better.
yeah, dude. And it was more money. I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I had such a great experience, and it was like a 2.5 hour movie or something almost.
Yo,
Mhm.
can we talk about how fucking goated going to the movies by yourself is? Going to the movies by yourself
Awesome.
is the sickest shit, bro. It's so fucking. It's the best way to go see a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Watching a movie by yourself, even at home, is best.
yeah.
It's
Stress
best,
free.
yeah.
Just stress.
Like-
You have nothing, just nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
It-
lock in and just this is me. This is all for me. This movie.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of theaters for a million reasons. But I do try to watch movies. Like I'll stay up late and I'll be like, okay, I'm by myself. I'm watching a movie. And there's nothing because I got pause it, take a piss, take a shit. I don't have to worry about someone. Because that's the thing, and you watch it with someone else, and we're gonna pause it now. I go to the bathroom. Then they're out of it, and then they're out of it. And
Yeah.
well, okay, if you don't want, you're trying to be a good co-participant.
Yeah, you come back, she's doom scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Or
then
like the
I gotta
second you come back from the bathroom, she's like, "Oh, I think I got to go make myself a drink." And it's like, "Why don't you make a drink while I was in the bathroom?"
Mm-hmm. You're right, absolutely right.
Yeah.
100%.
And then she's making a drink, and then and then you see her drink, and you're like, "Oh, maybe I want a drink."
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to make yourself a drink, and when you get back to the couch, she's like, "Oh, I should go pee first." And it's like, "Why didn't you pee while I was making a drink?"
Mm-hmm.
It sounds perfect.
You know? Then the next thing you know, it's fucking midnight, and you want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And then you
I
never
think-
finish the movie.
I think we have to be okay. Like going to a movie theater, you have to be okay with like if you have to pee, you're just gonna miss a couple minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I buy into that. I pee 100 times before I sit down in the theater, but like I'm in. Like, so if I want to see it, I want to like lock into it. But I will I will run out real quick if I need
So
to.
maybe this is what we do in each of our lives, and listeners, you at home, feel free to do this as well. Make a new rule. You're home watching a movie or TV show, no more pausing. Just don't pause it. Just don't do it.
I don't keep my phone near me. I put it further away and I just lock into the movie.
Mhm.
And so it's so nice and refreshing. And don't lie down. Don't lie down. Oh,
You're going to sleep.
Your
You're going to
feet
sleep.
cannot be up. Your
doesn't
feet-
matter how good the fucking movie is, man.
Feet's got to be on the floor.
Let me ask you this: when you go to the movies, what do you get?
To eat
Yeah.
popcorn.
Well, like this
big old bucket,
Yeah, popcorn's always like you can never go wrong.
bottle of water.
Like like we all worked in the movie theater,
Yeah,
so it's just like
I didn't. I did not work in that movie theater.
you
were there
saw
enough.
behind the curtain enough.
Yeah.
And like being not that age anymore, like I think popcorn's probably the least worst thing I could probably eat. But goddamn, would I fuck up some pretzel nuggets and spicy nachos? Oh my god, I would.
You know what I don't like? Both of those things you said, Dave, I approve of. What I don't like, I don't want to eat a burger and drink a beer in the
Right.
movie theater.
Right.
Yeah.
I want popcorn and a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Or icy, cherry icy.
An icy
Oh, that
only
fucking
on
hits
like
hard.
a summer matinee.
Yeah.
I can't do that shit after 8 p.m.
Summer blockbuster, the matinee. Oh
Mhm.
fuck, that hits hard.
My new thing now that every movie theater's got one of those fucking Coke freestyle machines. You get the
Mhm.
fucking popcorn and then you do the cherry vanilla Coke Zero.
Ooh, buddy.
That shit's delicious.
That shit is crack cocaine. That cherry vanilla Coke Zero.
Coke
So
Zero is the
good.
best soda ever made, right?
What's
Truly,
your
truly
what's
it
your
is.
go-to candy? What's your go-to chocolate and what's your go-to non-chocolate candy?
Oh, when I'm at the movies,
Yeah.
my dessert after the popcorn, always Reese's Pieces. Always.
Mm,
Reese's
that's
Pieces. Oh
a
yeah,
good. Yeah.
and miss me with the Reese's Pieces.
Whoever
It's
says
Reese's.
Reese's
It's Reese's Pieces.
as if Reese, they're his pieces.
Yeah. Do you know Reese? These are his pieces.
Correct.
Yeah. I think for chocolate, I think Reese's Pieces is always that's a solid go-to.
Oh,
I know for a large chunk of my life, it was I went through the Nestle Bunch of Crunch phase
oh
where
yeah.
those shits just hit so hard.
Oh yeah.
You had
That's
peanut
the
chews.
ice cream, right? That's the ice cream crunch. Like the
No,
little,
no, no. They're like clusters of like whatever the rice and they look like little like balls of like poopy fucking snowballs.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Um, but like peanut chews were always great, but like working at a theater, like you were able to get 8,000 of them. And I think I made myself sick. I think I ate too many peanut chews in my life. And
Yeah, I probably could never have peanut chew ever again.
Dude, my favorite non-chocolate candy,
yeah.
fucking gummy clusters, bro.
The
Mm.
Nerds gummy clusters.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
Those are very, very good.
so
Oh, and
fucking
they're so
good.
terrible for you, right?
They're the worst thing you could ever ingest, but they're so fucking good.
Give me the tried and true Twizzlers, man. I love Twizzlers.
Those are good.
Second favorite movie theater chocolate base,
Mm.
probably the Butterfinger nugs.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
those are good.
God damn.
Butterfinger is fucking goated.
Yeah.
Since day one.
Day one.
Bart knew.
Bart didn't know.
Oh, I'd have to. Oh, I forgot about peanut M&Ms, bro.
Peanut M&Ms are good. Well, wait, hold on.
Solid.
Peanut M&Ms or peanut butter M&Ms?
Not the well. I mean, they're both fucking fire.
Yeah.
I could see putting both of them mixed in with the popcorn. Getting a little handful.
Oh,
of
I don't do that.
fucking-
I don't do
No?
that. I can't.
Oh,
no,
no.
that's
The girls
that
do that. They'll
sinful?
one will get a popcorn, one will get a box of M&Ms, and they mix them all up.
a little trail
They-
mix action.
The twins or
Yeah, they figured it all out on their own too. They just
Oh,
decided to do it one day.
brilliant. Oh, I love that.
That
I love
is
that
that
for
is
them.
that's smart. That is smart.
Yeah.
I see the appeal in that. It's not my style. If
Yeah.
I want popcorn, I want popcorn, and
Yeah.
then if I want candy, I want candy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
like a rare thing for me.
I can't do the candy at the movies because I just need the giant. I will get the largest popcorn possible
Yeah,
because I will eat 70% of it before the trailers are over.
Yeah.
bro. You know what I like about go
candy?
ahead.
I'm gonna eat it too fast and I'll have nothing for the whole movie.
You know what I like now about going to the movies now? When you buy your ticket online to the movies, it tells you how long the previews are.
Really?
So so if you were to buy so my wife is an AMC member. So if we buy the tickets through the AMC app, or even if you do like Fandango or something, it will be like, the showtime is 7 p.m., 25 minutes of trailers. So 25 minutes of trailers and commercials. So you know that the movie's not really starting until 7:25 or 7:30.
And these are where you have like your assigned seating too, right?
Yeah. Oh, assigned seating is the greatest thing to ever happen to the movie theater.
I love it and hate it at the same time. Because then sometimes you're locked into sitting next to a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, but also you don't have to be like, oh man, we got to get there early to get to get seats. Which is nice.
The stress, the flop sweat. Oh, I gotta get there extra early because I need to get X, Y, and Z at the concession stand. And this is a blockbuster movie, and this is whatever opening weekend.
My dickhead friends are late, and I have to hold 4 seats for them.
Oh, that's the worst. I fucking hate them, and they're always late. And you always tell them, and like, hey, no, be here by this time, please. Yeah, no problem. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Fuck you, scumbag.
Mhm.
God damn. Just get it at will call.
Hey, let's jump back into New York sports for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm done.
We ready? This is
Yeah.
Dave. This has been a really good week for New York sports.
Yeah.
At the top of the list, the New York Knickerbockers are in the playoffs.
Mhm.
They beat Atlanta in game 1 at home last night in impressive fashion. They look very good.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Knicks can go to the finals this year. And the teams in the West are good. They're better than the teams in the East. But when you're in the finals, anything can happen.
Right.
We know that. That's the first really good news for New York sports. The second bit of really good news for New York sports is, gentlemen, I think we might be about to see the ultimate curse lifted. The curse of all curses
Mhm.
of New York sports may be about to be lifted. And that curse is Jim Dolan. This has been a very, very, very bad couple 2-3 weeks for Mr. Dolan.
Mhm.
Starting with Dancing Larry and ending with the fucking Spygate scandal, the Garden Gate scandal.
Why don't you explain this for
Okay.
listeners? Because I didn't know about this.
So,
You told me pre-show.
folks at home, you know how when you walk into Madison Square Garden, when you're going through security, you look up and you see those signs that say upon entry, you are submitting to biometric scanning, security, blah, 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 blah. And it seems very boilerplate and standard security procedure in the year 2026.
Mhm.
It is. But fellas, the river runneth so much deeper than we knew.
They saw you from 4 blocks ago coming to
Yeah.
the garden. They knew you were coming based on your data. And
Dave, I was talking to Carlo before the episode, so I'll ask you what I asked him. Do you remember? I think it was like 2017 or 2018. It was a Knick game, and out of nowhere,
Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley was surrounded by MSG security, and
Yep.
and they were demanding he leave the building, and nobody knew why, and nobody could figure out why. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he was talking shit about James Dolan.
Yes.
You know where he was talking shit about him?
Mm-mm.
In his seat at the Garden. Do you know how James Dolan found out? He's got the whole building mic'd.
Wow. What a psychopath.
He has got the entire building mic'd, and Oakley didn't know this. You know who tipped Oakley off? Patrick Ewing tipped him off. That because Patrick Ewing was a coach in the league, and he had found out through who knows that Dolan was using his security system to mic, like he could zero in on anybody in that building. Now, he's not just doing this to high profile fans like the fucking oak tree. First of all, you don't disrespect the oak tree. He is a monument in our city.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the most beloved Knicks of all time. Right? He's doing it to run-of-the-mill fans. There was a report that he was identifying fans that he didn't like and banning them from the Garden. And there was another report that he was like using the security system to follow a transgender person around the Garden.
Yeah.
Because he wanted them out. So between that and MSG's complete fumble with the Dancing Larry situation, this might be it, boys.
Because if he has such a enhanced surveillance system, how did he not know about Larry's transgressions or alleged transgressions?
And, you know, it's interesting that all of this shit about his security system is coming out. It's been broken right after the Dancing Larry issue.
Huh.
Hmm.
Weird.
The house of cards is falling on Jimmy.
You think he's being pressured to sell?
I hope so. God, I hope so. Go to fucking Vegas with your sphere. Sell the fucking team. Sell both the teams. Sell the Garden.
Go live your life in obscurity and be rich beyond.
Rip the letters off the sphere. Sell MSG Corp. You keep
Live
the
in
fucking
your
sphere.
billion-dollar bunker for when
Right.
all you global elites trigger the fucking
Go to as
bombs.
many fucking U2 concerts as you want in the sphere.
Here's something that's crazy to me. Aside from all the crazy shit you just said about Dolan. If you were Jimmy Dolan, why would you give a fuck about random fans in your stadium? Why would you care if Oakley was talking shit about you? Like, why is
Ego?
this what he does?
It's
with
Fragile
that?
ego.
Yeah,
Fragile
ego,
ego.
sure. But it's also like, don't you have like businesses to run?
Clearly, he doesn't. I mean, look around. I mean, the Knicks are fucking great.
But it's, but this is what he's meddling with. He's been meddling with the Knicks. The Knicks. He kind of like slowed that down a bit. He's started meddling with the Rangers. He's obviously meddling with MSG, the building, with the security stuff. And that security is in all of his properties. It's not just MSG. It's Sphere. It's wherever else he has. I just think it's so insane that you'd waste any mental energy at all on this. It's like, because what is possibly threatening him that he needs to follow people around to see what bathroom they go into? Like, the caring of what bathroom they use is going to cause the problem of whatever might potentially arise from someone pissing.
Yeah.
And
Also, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and more importantly, do you think that I have now been banned from the Garden for thwarting Dancing Larry's advances on me?
There's only one way to find out, Brendan.
I know.
No.
I gotta go back.
I mean, I don't know. We haven't said anything particularly damaging to Dolan, right? In our tenure of our
We've
podcast.
done nothing but criticize him for 4 years.
Yeah. So I think we're in the clear. I think we'll be all right.
Do you think every single Ranger podcast has an MSG employee assigned to it?
No, I think it's Dolan himself.
Dolan's listening right now.
He listens
to every single Ranger podcast.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. He's in a small, like, low lit room, air conditioned, with fucking just bots mining fucking data about us.
And he's listening to the podcasts, and he has a little app on his phone.
Bro, the shit that annoys me is that he's still too cheap to fucking spend $1 a month to get the video feed.
To
this
be
fucking
a
piece of
member.
shit, right? Like, it's
cheap.
It's so infuriating.
This cheap son of a bitch.
God.
What if he is one of the Wolfpack?
He might be. And if so, then thank you for your patronage, Mr. Dolan. But
I heard you had an opening for somebody to make a fool of themselves in the stands.
I heard you had an opening for a handsy drunk idiot. Check any box of those you want, or all three.
What do you think Dolan's favorite Ranger podcast is?
I don't know who glazes them.
There's that One Ranger podcast with the two old guys. It's like,
that's my favorite one.
is it the
That's my favorite.
Blue Shirts Underground
Blue
or
Shirt
something like
Underground.
that?
I hope one day our show will be that good and entertaining.
Didn't they steal there's the other Ranger podcast, arguably the most famous Ranger podcast, Blue Shirts Breakaway,
Right.
who paid Mark Messier to do their
Intro,
their intro, and Blue Shirts Underground like did a fucking screen grab of that.
Oh,
like,
really?
They copied that recording, and they just like, it's one of the two hosts just said, it's like, welcome to Blue Shirts Underground, the #1 New York Rangers podcast.
Oh my god!
So it's just Mark Messier saying everything except for the podcast name.
That is so funny. I didn't know. I haven't listened to Blue Shirt Underground in 8 years. That is so. I mean, they are insane people on that show.
Oh, no one's ever had worse takes on the New York Rangers than Blue Shirt Underground.
We're coming for that title. No, but it's just so. It is so. That's actually like the idiot at the bar that you're talking to, like that show.
Yeah,
and they're self-aware. Like they know what they're doing. I love that show. I it's so fun. And they have the crazy callers. It's just funny.
Bro, you want to hear something crazy? I just Googled New York Rangers podcasts, and there's a FeedSpot podcast lists the best 15 New York Rangers podcasts.
Oh shit!
You ready for this?
Yeah.
#1, Blue Shirts Breakaway, obvious, with a bullet. #2, Up in the Blue Seats.
Mm-hmm.
#3, The New York Rangers Under Review. #4, Ice Cold Takes, a New York sports podcast. #5, Ranting Rangers. #6, Locked On Rangers. Great New York Rangers
Locked
podcast.
On is the best. The Locked On is actually the best one.
Right. #7, Go Rangers Radio. #8, another banger, New Ice City, Vince Ricogliano.
Mm-hmm.
#9, The Blue Crew. #10, Blue Shirt Underground. #11, Ranger Things Podcast.
Whoa! Is that for real?
Yep.
Wow. We're in the top 15.
We're in the top 11.
Yep.
Top
That's
dozen.
pretty good.
We beat out the Garden Faithful.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that shows.
How about that?
That's pretty
Wow,
impressive.
congratulations to us. Well, I know
Good
who
job,
the star
us.
of the week is now for me.
Yeah,
Us.
now we have our stars of the week. Was that FeedSpot?
Yeah. How about that?
That
That's
would be a great thing. Yeah, that's nice for us, I guess. Thank you everyone for helping that. Thank you, James Dolan, for subscribing to our Wolfpack membership.
I feel like we could definitely, next season we're breaking into the top 10.
I think so. It's just a time game. They do have. I'm looking at it now. They do have the old artwork. That's okay. Oh, they have a lot of old information. We should probably. Can I contact them to say, hey, update it? Do I own this podcast? Yeah, continue.
It's like you know what our technique is, listeners out there.
Carlos doing administrative work live on air.
I am.
The technique is so. Our technique is with developing a podcast is much like our old friend Joe, big Met fan who got thrown out of Citi Field, Joe. Mm-hmm. So we used to go. I used to go to a lot of Met games with him, with Oliveri and Grajales, and he would just hit on every woman you see, and like to watch him go, and it's just like. It's like a relentless onslaught of like just wave after wave of like barbarian attacks against a gate. It's crazy until he just wears their will down.
It's a thing of beauty. That's how he met his ex-wife. That's how he
by slowly grinding her will.
Yeah. And then remember the night she threw a bar stool at his head?
dude.
But she bit you that night.
Yeah, I
Carlo.
got bit,
He forearm shivered her.
bro. I had a paramedic recommend I get a tetanus shot, not a tetanus, a rabies shot.
She
That was a
hit Joe in
crazy
the head
night.
with a bar stool, and then bit
crazy
Carlo's arm.
But
You have
that's
to
like,
feed the bite. You have to feed the bite.
Yeah, yeah. I think one of us was screaming, "Feed the bite!"
Yeah. That was a wild night. That was Christmas karaoke.
Yes, it was.
Our friend. So for those
rhythm
of you
and
don't know,
bruise.
we used to throw parties, and this party was themed Christmas karaoke. Our friend Joe, was the host, so he's just a big guy, sweaty guy, dressed up as Santa, and getting bar stools thrown at him by his girlfriend.
Great drunk Santa.
Yeah, he was great.
Great drunk Santa.
That was a fun night. What a wild. And then that bar turned into an upscale wine bar thanks to John Tapper.
John Tapper, yeah, that's right. Bar rescue. It went from rhythm and bruise to what?
Who cares?
Yeah,
Vine on Richmond or something.
Rhythm and Vine.
Something like that. You ever watch that episode of
No, I didn't even know.
It was so fabricated. I was like, this is.
It was completely. They had, you remember Stu?
Yeah.
They they had him. They shot a scene where they found him living in the basement. Oh my god, it was so, and like, you know, we know these guys pretty well, so I'm just watching this laughing my ass off. This is so funny. And you know those guys. Those guys are cool. I love those guys. They're down for whatever. So they had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, that was a really cool bar. We had a lot of fun, a lot of good nights in that bar.
Yeah.
And it was just the perfect dive bar.
Yeah. And
they
got the bar
tournament.
rescue. I'm sorry?
Mario Kart tournament.
Yeah, that was a fun night. They had the bar rescue. They cleaned. They got renovated. And it's like whatever. It's not that nice because it's kind of just like flipper shit. They're just getting it done quick. It's supposed to be like in one night they do it, right? They did everything except the bathroom, which is arguably the worst part of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Good stuff. So when that. And no, now it's a totally different place now. So
now it's a Mexican place, a white people Mexican place, I think.
A white people Mexican place. So
like white owners, making you spend fucking $30 for tacos, probably.
Crazy.
And it's like mid.
There's nothing worse than mid. Anything really.
Yeah.
Go big or go home. Be brave enough to be bad, because that's how you get better. All right. Is there anything else we wanted to chat about? Okay, let's land the plane. How's that sound, guys?
Sounds great.
Where is my thing? Here is the thing. Dave, who's your star of the week?
Us, for cracking the top dozen of Ranger podcasts in a deep pool, apparently.
If that's not worth $1 a month, I don't know what is. You know what? Since we're number 11,
Mark,
if you join, since we made the top dozen, we're number 11. If you join the Wolf Pack, we'll give you the 12th month free.
You know what? Yeah, I'll set that up.
It will cost you $11 a year.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, you should do that. At the very least, because here's a little secret: follow us on Patreon. Even if you do the free version, they will send you offers very similar to that, or even better sometimes. 50 cents a month. You can't not do it. What are you, Jimmy Dolan?
Come on.
What are you, a Dolan head? I like that Dolan head.
Don't let me hear that.
Brendan, who's your yeah, he's already blacklisted me. Brendan, who's your star of the week?
Carlo, my star of the week is going to require some production from you.
Okay.
My star of the week, get the fingers ready to type,
Yep.
is going to be Rotisseria Rossi and Sons. You could just put in You don't have to put it.
Rotisseria.
You don't have to put Rotisseria in. You could just put Rossi and Sons, Rossi and Sons.
Sounds familiar.
Pull that up for the fucking Wolfpack, Gallo.
Is it Rossi Deli?
Yep.
It's a cute looking fucking place. Poughkeepsie. Fucking Poughkeepsie, bro? You went up to Poughkeepsie?
Is this it?
We went to. Sure is. We went to visit some friends in the Catskills. Go back to Google so we could see so we could see the pictures.
Oh man, yeah, that sandwiches look good.
Bro, our friends told us about this place, so we took a ride down to Poughkeepsie from the Catskills. Fellas, first of all, and I could say this without it's not the fancy looking one. It's the one that's like, yeah, it's that one. That's the one. I could say this with my full chest. Top 5 7-layer I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Increíble.
I got the muffaletta, which is I'm trying to find a picture of the muffaletta. This muffaletta was fucking I was talking to Mike, friend of the show, and he asked me how the place was, and I told him it was like the skies parted and Jesus descended, draped in mortadella. Look at that fucking sandwich.
Oh my god, I love this.
My wife got the Italian BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, Italian vinaigrette, garlic, herb, and parm aioli. Oh, and the bread. Look at that fucking muffaletta.
That's so good.
Look at that fucking thing. These guys, if you're ever in the Poughkeepsie area, anyone listening, if you're ever in the Poughkeepsie area, if you're within an hour of Poughkeepsie, this is a must-have. 10 out of 10. One of the best Italian pork stores. I'm from Brooklyn, the home of Italian pork stores, the birthplace of Italian pork stores. One of the best pork stores I've ever been to in my life. And it's a bakery as well, so they do pastries. These guys, my stars of the week. They're doing really, really good things in this place. Family owned, family operated. Awesome, awesome place. Support local business.
Of course.
Support your local Italians.
If I'm ever in the neighborhood, absolutely. But right now, I'm going to support my local Italian.
Get the app. Everyone download the app. Brendan, they're hiring.
I know. Bro, can you imagine? I'd be like I'd be like Brendan Fraser in The Whale if I worked at that fucking place.
All right.
I'd be sweating super sot.
Let's check out the Easter catering menu.
Oh, you know it's gonna be good. Anyway, yeah, they're my star of the week.
Carlo, who's your star of the week?
My star of the week. Matt, my roofing guy. I got hit with a hailstorm.
Oh, hail.
It was terrible. And obviously when there's a bad storm and everyone's roofs and siding gets damaged, all the vultures come out and they're ringing everyone's doorbell to promise you the moon about what the insurance will cover. My buddy Matt comes by, Now I've had like 4 or 5 of these guys come by already. Oh, give me the card. I'll come by later this week and we'll do this whole thing. I can get insurance to pay for everything, whatever. This guy shows up. He's like, listen, I got time. I'll get on your roof right now and I'll take a look. Yeah, sure. Gets on the roof. The roof is a no-brainer for insurance to cover. The siding, maybe. Doesn't matter. He was great, excellent professional, very helpful. Helped me get the whole process started. I have a stack of business cards of people I have to call to cancel their follow-up because this guy just did it right then and there. That's sales. Solve the problem right away. Don't schedule a solve. So yeah, Matt, you're my star of the week. Thank you very much. Dave, who's your fraud?
My fraud of the week, the New York Mets. Suck. That's it. I have nothing to look forward to. Thanks.
Sorry, David. Brendan, your fraud.
My fraud of the week is gonna. Where the fuck did Dave just go?
He texted us. He's gotta go.
Oh, see you, Dave. All right, my fraud of the week is going to be this random old lady who I have now had 2 contentious encounters with in my neighborhood. Let me give you a little backstory here, Carlo. It's this old lady. I think she might be the mayor's wife.
Oh shit. Okay.
Anyway, they're building a new park in my neighborhood. Well, there is a park that they're rehabbing in my neighborhood. I live in a very small neighborhood. We are surrounded by highways and a river. Nobody is ever in this neighborhood that doesn't live here. And there's a little park. And the park is very outdated. It's a bit run down. It's right next to an elementary school. So the city and the school are working together to rehab this park for this small community. There have been a handful of community meetings to talk about the rehab of this park, with the project management team and the architecture company. And anyway, for the second meeting in a row, this fucking old lady is arguing tooth and nail to prevent this park from getting pickleball courts. Which is ridiculous. It would make it the only new park in the state to not have pickleball courts.
Right.
Every other new park with the space for pickleball courts has pickleball courts.
Right.
And her argument is the pickleball courts will attract too many young people. It's a fucking park.
That's crazy.
And also, bitch, you're 1,000. You're going to be dead in 25 minutes. You're never even going to go to this park.
Right.
Why are you even here?
Is she worried about people not in the city using it?
I think that's what it is.
Who cares? They're going to come and they're going to visit your local businesses to get food or something after or before. Use your local gas station or
who cares?
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Where's the closest pickleball court to you?
It's like 25 minutes away.
Wow.
And this would be literally on my corner.
Do you speak up in these meetings?
Oh, big time. Big time. And I'm gathering a bit of a following.
Oh yeah? Maybe you should run for mayor.
It's an election year.
You should do it.
It's an election year.
You should absolutely do it.
I'm not going to lie to you. I have a little bit of an ulterior motive.
You want a pickleball court?
Well, yes, I do. But I'm putting a lot of heat on the mayor's wife in these meetings.
Oh, yeah?
By proxy, putting a lot of heat on Mr. Mayor.
Right.
Today, I shot an email to the city mayor's office.
Mm-hmm.
Along the north side of my property, there is a 10-foot city right of way.
Mm-hmm.
That right of way is dense with dead or dying trees.
Mm-hmm.
These trees are dropping debris on my fence and into my yard, and
Okay.
I want them gone. So my plan is to become such a thorn in this man's side
Uh-huh.
and his wife's side in these meetings that I am offered tree removal in exchange for my cooperation.
Oh, that's good.
That's my plan.
That's good. You can actually outright say that in the next meeting. Say, I'm going to be a living hell for you.
Yeah.
Until you get rid of these trees. Just tell them. Let them know. Because then they can't come back with like, oh, well, he's a pain in the butt. We're not going to do the trees. They need to know. The out is you get rid of the fucking trees.
And then when they get rid of the trees, I still go for
double down. Get even worse.
Double down on the pickleball courts.
Yeah, you believed me? This is how corrupt the current administration is.
They were bribing me for my sign. They were trying to pay me off to silence me.
Yeah. That's
then I get both.
You should run. You should run for mayor, and I would donate to your election. I would donate to your campaign. Some lawn signs.
My entire platform would just be pickleball courts in this one park.
Pickleball courts. Cut down the damn trees. And is there anything else you want to do in that city?
Yeah, I got to tell you, the trees are a problem.
Yeah, they are.
And it's not just in this right away. I dealt with this issue on my actual property where I had like, let's say 6 or 7 arborists, because we were getting quotes for tree removal.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to remove one particular tree, but each arborist who came out also pointed to several other trees in my yard and said, these trees are dead or dying and they need to come out. Right? Didn't even offer a quote on those. The reason they do that, I have some experience in this.
Mm-hmm.
They have to do that or they're liable.
Right.
So essentially, if they don't tell you that they have identified a dying or dead tree and that tree falls, you can sue that arborist or that tree removal company.
Right.
They are liable. The catch is it's recorded when they tell you.
Right.
So if they do tell you and that falls, you are liable for any damage that tree causes. So with this information, I try to get a permit for the one tree I'm trying to take out. You can't get a permit unless the city arborist comes and looks at it. And guess what? That's $500.
Oh my God.
You can't have a signed paperwork from a licensed arborist.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the city arborist comes out, robs my money, and tells me none of the trees are dying. Not even the one that's literally like branches are falling off of it every day.
Right.
It's so dead. Right? So they're fucking crooks.
You got to take them down. This is the podcast we're doing over the summer. You becoming mayor of this fucking town. And
you just can't. I'm not going to dox myself by saying what town I'm in, but you'll all follow the adventure.
We'll follow the adventure. We'll get involved. We'll I'll come out. I'll come out and speak on your behalf. But this guy should be mayor. Who am I? I'm just a carpetbagger from the West.
This is my hired gun from the West.
this is my buddy. We have a podcast. But yeah, you should do that. You should. I see.
Hand out Ranger Things stickers at the rally.
I
like
just
it.
found out. So our mayor, nice guy. I met him a couple times. Nice guy. It's yeah, he's a nice guy. Then we have 5 what are the districts? We have 5 districts in the city. It's not a huge city, it's just spread out. So and my district mayor, whatever the title is called, lives in my neighborhood, like down the street from me.
Yeah.
I just found this out. So I'm gonna be harassing her weekly.
Yeah.
Just about everything. Yeah, because I have a lot of drainage problems in my backyard now because they built a development behind me
Sons
a
of
couple years
bitches.
ago, and they filled a lot of it so that all the houses are higher up, and all the
So now
water
it's
runs
just-
into our backyards.
Just dumping into your backyards. You know what my mayor doesn't know?
What's
I
that?
got hooks. I got hooks in at City Hall.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I got hooks in. Let me tell you something. We've talked about this before. I'm the only guy. I'm one of the only working age men in my neighborhood that's not a firefighter for the local FD.
Okay.
And I'm talking everything from just one of the firefighters who work at the local engine to guys who have climbed the ranks and are now at the city administration building.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Guess what their neighbor Brendan does? Because all of these guys, most of them, they work in the firehouse 3 blocks from my house.
Right.
You know that I like to barbecue. I like to smoke meat.
Mm-hmm.
Every holiday, I knock on that firehouse door with trays of barbecue
Nice.
for the guys who work there. They fucking love me.
Very nice.
Every firefighter in every engine in my city knows who I am.
You got to be mayor, man. You
Because
are already.
Because of the amount of, let's say, goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
And look, this is one thing I do without agenda. Being a firefighter is a very hard job.
Mm-hmm.
And they, these men and women keep us safe.
Mm-hmm.
And they work hard and they risk their lives for us.
Right.
So I am happy to drop off a couple of trays of ribs and pulled pork and, homemade sausage and shit like that. Happy to do it. They deserve it. Now, if that scores me a little persuasion power, listen, what can I say?
Yeah.
So my little message to the mayor's office may or may not be escalated as a result.
Oh, this is good. When you have to find out when you could run, like where the paperwork has to be in. You got to get all the signatures.
I was thinking about this today, and it's like the most ridiculous mafia adjacent scenario. Like, I bribed my way in, not with protection,
No, with barbecue
or anything, but with barbecue, with the sole goal being getting some dead trees removed in the right away next to my house.
And if a pickleball court is built as a result, so be it.
Yeah. So fucking be it.
This is incredible.
Hey, pass the gabagool. You know what I mean?
You're gonna uncover some chair company shit. It's gonna be real
Can you
fun.
imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean this arborist. That's the first thread. You know, pull out that thread. Why is this guy? Why can't they accept other arborists' word? It's got to be this guy for $500.
And the old lady at the meetings is like, what's her name? the old lady, the administrator, that he goes to her house. What was
Uh-huh.
what was her name? Teresa Belafonte or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
She's a sweetheart. She's an angel on this earth.
Oh man.
So yeah, this is serious politicking going on here in my quaint little New Jersey town.
Very nice. I'm excited. Excited to hear more. This will be a segment.
Yeah.
The march to mayordom.
Yeah. I'm ruffling the trees. No pun intended. I'm shaking the branches. See what falls out.
Very nice. All right. My fraud of the week is myself. And
Whoa.
here's why. I early so today was the last regular season Monsters game at the old Rocket Arena. So I took the Twins. And I couldn't find 3 seats where my seats normally are, so I swapped them out and I got 3 seats, 5 rows from the rink, right next to the face-off dot. Awesome.
Okay.
Seats. And the net, the netting around the boards that ends pretty much right around where we're sitting, right by our section. Now the game's just started. Like 2 minutes into the game, I'm talking to the Twins. Hey, you got your popcorn, you're situated, blah, blah, blah. I start seeing everyone duck. And I look forward, and everyone in front of me is ducking. So I cover my head, knowing that the puck's coming. And then I say, oh, wait, I have children. So I put my hands over their head. And, the puck falls a couple rows in front of us. It was innocuous, but my instinct
was to protect yourself.
And it's pure instinct because I didn't see the play. All I knew was that a puck's up in the air and by me. And my gut instinctual reaction was, please don't hit my head. And then it took me a cognizant moment, like, oh shit, I have to look after my children who are clearly have no idea what's going on right now.
Right.
So I felt some shame.
Yeah.
And
if your life was a Chevy Chase movie, one of those sweet girls was getting hammered with that puck.
Oh yeah.
Or when you realized and went to cover them,
it would hit
you
me.
would have got it. You would have hit you.
So I had a lot of shame. I mean, I wasn't losing. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But it was definitely like, I was out of whack, right? Is what should have happened for what should have happened. So because there was a Guardians game at the same time, my wife ended up driving us and picking us up. Because parking would have been a nightmare. I tell her, I'm like, you're probably gonna think less of me, but I have to get this off my chest.
You're gonna think less of me than you already do.
Yeah. So I tell her, and she's like, oh, haha, just laughed. And I'm like, what? This is I need something. I need you to think less of me at this point.
Yeah, I need you to judge me just a little bit here.
Just a little. But no, she laughed. She thought it was funny. So
what does that say about her?
What does that say? What does that say about her?
I feel like you're in the clear now.
I'm in the clear. Now I'm in the clear. But I'm still, for that initial reaction, that I'm the fraud. I'll eat that.
Yeah. I mean, look, instincts are what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The girls, I mean, as far as instincts go, the girls should consider themselves lucky that they looked enough like you when they were born so that you didn't eat their organs and discard the rest of them.
That's true.
Like most animals do.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And think of it this way. Let's say a puck did bop him on the head. Now you know to pay attention. We're here to watch a hockey game, not to play.
Or you're now a very small child with a significant head trauma.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Life gives us lessons in many ways.
Right. And contusions.
Of
the brain.
Yeah. But there was like 4 or 5 pucks right around, like throughout the game, it was like dicey. I was like, I'm not going to sit here again. I don't want to, because if I do not pay attention, I don't want to get bopped on the head, let alone my children. Yeah. So,
I was at a hockey game. I was at a couple of hockey games not too long ago, and when I went to the Ranger game, I was sitting in section 222.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the T-shirts are not making it to level 200.
No.
The Blue Crew's not fucking firing a T-shirt by hand up to the 200 levels.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does get to the 200 level, it's going to hit maybe the first 3 rows.
Right.
There's a family with little kids, and they're in like row 20.
Oh, boy.
Right, of my section. And every time the T-shirt start firing, they are up and they are waving their hands to nobody, trying to get the attention of nobody in eyesight,
mm-hmm.
to have a T-shirt thrown at them. And every time they saw on the screen that it was no longer T-shirt time, they were extremely disappointed.
Oh my God.
So I have a question for mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Explain to your children that the T-shirts cannot be thrown this high.
Right.
Why are you allowing this trauma to repeat over and over and over again? Tell them, sweetie, we're sitting too high tonight for them to reach us with the T-shirts. Maybe next time we'll sit lower and we have a shot at getting a T-shirt. And then they don't have to be disappointed 6 more times over the next 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about like crying disappointed.
Yeah, that's
because they're little kids. They're like little kids.
Actually, I almost caught a T-shirt today. It hit my finger and it went right into the hands of a young girl behind me. And I was like, okay, that's good. Because I was ready to get it and give it to my kids. But I saw it was another young girl. I was like, okay, she can have it. I'm not going to fight her for it. But then my kid's like, well, why didn't you get that, Daddy? I'm like, you have 100 T-shirts. You don't need
I went to the last New York Sirens home game the other night on the 15th. Mm-hmm. No, on the 16th, maybe the 15th. No, the 15th. And there's a kid that I guess goes to every home game. This little girl, she's probably about 8 or 9 years old, and she dances.
Okay.
Right, this cute little curly haired girl, sweet little girl, and they cut to her with during stoppages in play. Bro, this little kid's got a motor. Yeah. She's tearing it up. She's a fucking star.
Mm-hmm.
She's the most exciting thing at the Sirens game. And it's like some little kids, they get hit with the camera. They're on the big screen. They clam up. They get nervous. Maybe they smile. They laugh. They jump around. They wave their hands. Bro, this girl's she's working with the fucking camera crew. At one point, it cut to her, and the camera was down at her knees, and she was fucking doing a little stanky leg, and then it did a slow pan out, and she was then she hit the gritty.
Wow, that's awesome.
She's working with the staff at 8 years old. Celebrity.
You were there. You saw
when it all started.
Where it all started.
You want to talk about the cleanest bathrooms you'll ever see in your life?
A PWHL hockey game.
Go to a PWHL hockey game on Pride Night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cleanest bathrooms you'll ever see in your fucking life.
Very nice.
Anyway, that's all I got.
All right. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you all for listening. Remember, visit the website, rangerthingspodcast.com. Sign up for the Wolf Pack, patreon.com/rangerthingspodcast. Follow us on Twitter, rangerthings23. Shoot an email, contact@rangerthingspodcast.com. For exclusive merch, visit rangerssuck.shop. For Dave Pacheco, who checked out a little bit early, Brendan Lyons.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.
I'm Carlo Martellino. See you all next week. Bye-bye.